Stop everything you're doing right now. Because what you're about to hear will break your heart. The Undertaker, the dead man himself, has spoken his final words about the immortal Hulk Hogan. And this isn't just a tribute, this is a goodbye that shattered the entire WWE universe. For decades, their names echoed through the arenas like thunder. Hulk Hogan, the face of wrestling's golden era. The Undertaker, the soul of WWE's darkest chapters. And now, as the wrestling world mourns the loss of a legend, The Undertaker has broken his silence, in the most emotional message we've ever seen. At a private WWE memorial ceremony attended only by select superstars and legends, The Undertaker walked into the spotlight. No hat. No gloves. No entrance. Just a man, honoring another. With silence blanketing the room, he looked around, then slowly leaned into the mic. And then came the words no one was ready for. There was no WrestleMania, until there was Hulk Hogan. There was no WWF. No Hulkamania? No immortality. That man didn't just change this business, he defined it. The dead man paused. His usually stoic face, cracked with emotion. You could hear the weight in his voice, a man who had battled Hogan in the ring, who respected him beyond the lights and cameras. I remember it like it was yesterday, he continued. Survivor Series. WrestleMania. The locker room tension. The crowd divided. But when the bell rang, it was magic. You don't just face Hulk Hogan. You survive him. The Undertaker recalled the nights when the two icons stood opposite each other, not as enemies, but as two forces shaping history. He was the standard. If you couldn't hang with Hogan, you didn't belong in that ring. It wasn't about wins or losses. It was about respect. And no matter how dark The Undertaker's persona was, that respect never faded. But then, Taker went even deeper. He spoke not to the fans. Not as a character. But as Mark Callaway, the man. Behind the curtain, Terry Bollea was a brother. He made you laugh when you wanted to scream. He lifted the boys when the locker room felt broken. There were stories never told. About Hogan checking on injured rookies. About him mentoring the next generation without cameras rolling. He gave when he had nothing left. And he never asked for anything back. Before we continue with what The Undertaker said next, hit that like button if Hulk Hogan was your childhood hero. Drop a comment below, one memory, one moment, one match that made you say, "That's Hulk Hogan." And stay tuned, because the next part will bring goosebumps. As The Undertaker tried to continue, he paused. And for the first time in decades, the dead man choked up. There's a lot they won't tell you about Hogan, he said. But I will. That man stood tall when this company nearly fell. He carried it on his back. He built a bridge between wrestling and the world. A pin-drop silence fell across the room. You could feel the emotion, the memories, and the finality of it all. Then came the unexpected. The Undertaker slowly removed his long black coat and laid it over a folded red and yellow Hulkamania bandana in the center of the ring. This isn't just my tribute to Hulk Hogan, this is the industry's salute to a man who made us all believe in heroes. As the cameras panned around, superstars from every era stood with their heads bowed. John Cena. Randy Orton. Rey Mysterio. Even Roman Reigns. Every single one of them raised a single hand to the sky, a final Hulkamania salute. The Undertaker's voice dropped to a whisper. Terry, brother. Wherever you are now, I hope you're tearing it up with Macho. With Andre. With Warrior. Save me a spot. Because someday, we'll run it back, just one more time. One more ring. No fans. Just warriors. He looked up into the lights. And said the words no fan will ever forget. Rest easy, Hulkster. Your legacy is immortal. And your spirit will never fade. As Real American softly played in the background, a special tribute video lit up the Titantron. Highlights of Hulk Hogan's greatest moments, From body slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 to staring down The Rock at WrestleMania X8, played for the world to see. The Undertaker stood still. Then slowly turned, and began his farewell walk. No music. No gong. Just boots against the canvas, and a feeling none of us will ever forget. Legends don't die. They just become eternal. Those were the last words etched into the screen before it faded to black. And with that, the curtain fell on a story that spanned generations. Hulk Hogan. The Undertaker. Two giants. One goodbye. If this touched your heart even a little bit, hit that like button. Share your favorite Hulk Hogan match in the comments. And if you grew up watching these legends, you owe it to yourself to subscribe, because we keep their memory alive every single week. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Broken heart forever remembered. Forever missed. Broken heart.